rainy Saturday today. I love it. I think it probably should be a snowy Saturday, but I'm not complaining. For practice today, you will need a prop as always, whether that's a rolled up mat, a block, a rolled up towel, a squished pillow, just something that you can easily squeeze. And then ideally you have a puppy to keep you very much entertained as we move through practice, huh? So good girl. And even better is if the puppy matches your floor. You get extra points. So, anyways, let's get started. So find a comfortable seat on your mat and close your eyes. Breathe all the way down into the belly so that you feel the belly expand with that inhale. And with the exhale, you feel the belly empty out, that natural hugging back towards spinal line. Get that Ujjayi breath fired up so you're inhaling intentionally with that whisper-like sensation. And then balancing that inhale with an intentional, equally intense exhale. Lift up a little bit taller through the crown of your head. You can remove your hand from your belly and then start to focus on filling up not only the belly but the chest, the throat, the entire abdomen with breath. And then with the exhale, you rinse that away, wash that away. Place your hand on your heart and or your upper back. And start to breathe in a way that opens up this area. So you're still letting the breath expand into the belly, and that's a calming effect. But you're now expanding the breath also into the heart, so you're getting that energizing effect. Notice if your shoulders are tilting forward, draw them back, create a little space, openness for the chest. We'll work today on this intention, so keep your breath going, of simply opening up, being receptive. Not in a way that you make yourself vulnerable. Still holding strong internally while being receptive to what's around you, what's near you, what's in your heart, what's in your core. So take 3 more breaths with that in mind, specifically into the heart and the belly. We'll move into Viloma breath. So exhale all the air to empty. This is a 3-part breath. Inhale 1/3 of the way full into the belly and low back. Pause. Inhale 1/3 of the way into the rib cage, expanding to the left and right. Pause. Final third, fill up the chest, the upper back, all the way to full. Hold at the top. Exhale, empty chest, ribs, belly, smooth and slow exhale. Let's do that twice more. Fill up the belly and low back. Pause. Fill up the rib cage. Pause. Fill up the chest, upper back, all the way to full. Exhale to empty chest, ribs, belly. Do this once more at your own pace. Come back to Ujjayi breath, weave in that intention. An intention of being open, being receptive. Release your hands to your lap if they aren't already. Just begin to shift around in your seat. So it could be as subtle as twisting side to side. You're rolling the wrists, opening and closing the jaw. Sometimes that even pops your ears or incites a yawn. Taking about 5 or so breaths, just shifting, moving. And making your way back to a neutral spine. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to set up for a spinal twist. So if it's accessible, you're going to bring the right leg on top into a half lotus. Now if this is not going to work through your knees, your hips today, or just bothers you, don't do it. There's no reason to contort your body into things that don't work. So just stay in a cross-legged position. And at the same time, if a cross-legged position bothers you, set up on a prop so that you're taking some of that pain or alleviating some of the pressure on the joints. All right, so if you do have your leg in a half lotus, you're going to reach the right arm around your back and either tuck the hand into your clothing, and you can do this, you can do the clothing tuck regardless of the variation you're taking, or if you have the half lotus and you can reach the foot, do it. You can also use a belt around the foot, grab hold of that with your hand. Left hand is going to cross over to the right knee, so coming into a spinal twist. Draw the right shoulder back, twist to the right. Left hand is pressing softly on the knee for leverage. And then focus on lifting up to the chest, filling up this space in the heart with breath. Exhale. From the belly, draw the navel towards the spine, so you're getting that slight Uddiyana Bandha activation. To help naturally take you further. Hi, Indy Boo. It's a good stretch. Inhale. Unwind out of that, release the foot or the clothing. And then stack the right knee over top the left. Once again, this can be done sitting up on a prop if this is super intense. Your knee can also be up pretty high. You can place a prop in between the knees. To feel more intensity in this pose, walk the feet more forward so your shins are parallel. Inhale, lift up to the chest. Exhale, hinging from the hips, start to fold over the stacked legs. So the goal here is to feel a stretch in the outer hips, outer thighs. If it's bothering your knee joints, keep the feet flexed. If that still bothers your knee joints, extend the bottom leg forward. You can also take that double pigeon if that feels better on your joints. 2 more breaths. Oh, hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Indigo. Love you. Thank you. So loves. Inhale, rise up out of the fold. Oh, you want more loves. Okay. Unwind. Come into the second side. So left leg comes on top. If that's possible, take the other variations if you'd like. Where are you going? Where are you going, little one? And then bring the left arm back behind you, either tucking the hand into clothing. Oh, yes. Hi. Good stretch. or grabbing hold of the toe. Right hand comes across, comes to the outside of the knee. I know it's not very comfortable in half lotus, huh? Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, move into your twist. Soften around the shoulders. Breathe into this spinal twist. Notice if you're clenching around the jaw, the shoulders. Can you relax a little bit more here? Inhale, unwind. Stack that left knee over the right. Take a deep breath in, lift up tall. Exhale, fold over the stacked legs. Notice if you're cramping up around the shoulders, soften, draw them away from the ears. Direct the breath down into the low back and the hips. If you're not feeling much, walk the shins more forward. If you're feeling a lot, bring the heels closer to your butt. Inhale, all really. Rise up out of the fold. You're okay. Yeah. Rise up out of the fold. Extend both legs forward. Give them a little shake out. And then come onto your back. Prop nearby. Set up for basic abs. Basic elbow to knee, so keeping it very simple to start. Oh. Interlace the hands behind your head and then switch the fingers over one position so you're clasping in your non-habitual way. Take a deep breath, spread it across the back body. On exhale, lift head and shoulders and then relax your head into your hands. Deep breath down into the back body. Hold full, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right leg forward, 45-degree angle. Pull low belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press through that left foot, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach through that right foot, spread your toes, draw belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to right thigh. Reach through left foot. Pull low belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach through the right foot. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Should feel pretty intense. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone, exhale, elbows to right thigh, reach through left foot, pull belly down, tuck a little more. Inhale, back to center, last round here. Hold the breath, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone, exhale, elbows to left thigh, reach through the right foot, pull belly down, tuck a little more. Back through center, hold the breath, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone, exhale, elbows to right thigh, press through the left foot, pull belly down, tuck a little more. Back to center and release. Walk your feet mat width apart. Arms come out to the sides. On your exhale, little windshield wiper action, or as David calls it, butterfly on a rock, which is probably more accurate. Exhale, knees to one side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the other side. And just continue to flow with your breath. Getting some movement through the hips. And coming back to center, grab hold of that prop, so whatever you've chosen today, place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Float the legs straight up to the sky. If this bothers your low back or pulls on the hamstrings or knees, bend your knees. But wherever you're at, activate the feet. So the toes are spreading wide, pressing up through either the heels or the balls of the feet. Interlace the hands behind your head. 3-part twisting abs with a prop. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift to head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders lifted. Hold the breath, squeeze. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, try to keep that left shoulder blade up. Pull belly down. Back to center, hold full. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale to center, hold full. Squeeze the prop. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath in. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze. Pull belly down. Inhale to center. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the right thigh. Squeeze. Pull belly down. Inhale to center. Squeeze your prop. Exhale. Reach torso higher. Reach legs higher. Pull belly down. Inhale. Release. Set your prop aside. Moving into bridge pose. So stack your knees directly over heels. Another way to achieve this is by grazing the back of your heels with your fingertips. But if that puts pressure, don't do it. All right, root down to the feet. Inhale. Peel your spine away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Man, I did Orange Theory yesterday. My glutes are so freaking sore I can barely lift into a bridge pose. It's quite comical, actually. All right, from your bridge, see if you can activate the back body to lift up a little bit more. Then, just like we started class, breathe into the belly. So you're really feeling that expansive quality. That opening through the abdominals, through the hips, through the solar plexus. And then direct your breath all the way up into the heart, this chest region. Lift up in between the shoulders. Let the breath move also into the belly. So chest and belly are breathing here. We'll take 5 more breaths. Last inhale, maybe the hips lift a little bit higher. On exhale, tuck tailbone. Slowly roll your spine down to the mat. Release the back body here by either pressing the thighs away or hugging the knees into your chest. A little rocking action side to side if that feels good. Roll over onto your side. Press up to a seat, head and neck relaxed. Coming up last. Oh, did I scare you? Did I scare you? Oh, I feel good. All right, come forward, setting up. Oh yeah, good girl. Setting up for Dolphin Pose. I'm just gonna hang out here and pet my puppy. Set yourself up, forearms parallel to one another. Hands either clasped at the top of the mat or parallel alongside the mat. Elbows directly under the shoulder. Take a huge breath, fill up the upper back. So you're now accessing the back of your heart with breath. Exhale, engage the chest so there's an isometric hug with elbows towards center line. Curl your toes under, lift the hips up to the sky. Good girl. Breathing here. Really lifting through your hips so you've got that activation of the core. So you're not sinking in the shoulders or the elbows, but you're lifting up out of these joints using your abdominal strength. Head hangs heavy, it's not touching the ground. You can turn the head a little bit, yes and no. Really lift up for the abdominals. Maybe tiptoeing the toes in closer, getting more towards perpendicular with the torso to the ground. Three more breaths. Exhale, ease your knees to the earth. Settle back to a child's pose, embryo or puppy. Giving your body a moment to recalibrate, to integrate. Still keeping that breath fluid and strong. Inhale, ease up hands and knees. Two hands and knees, rather. Start to flow here, cat-cow or hip circles, or maybe forward through a modified up dog, exhaling through a modified child's pose or down dog. Taking about 5 to 7 breaths, just moving here. And then eventually, so over the next 2 breaths, make your way back to our first downward facing dog of the practice. Tucking toes under, hips reach to the sky. Arms are long and straight, palms pressing into the earth, fingers spreading wide. You can bring some movement into this pose, bending and straightening the legs. I'm just kind of feeling out this first down dog. You can always exhale out the mouth to release some tension. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Let's do that much twice more. Inhale, spinal extension, slow control. The slower you move, the more you'll tap into. Exhale, fold it in. Last one, lengthen up. Straight spine, exhale, fold it in. Knees can always bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Reaching arms overhead. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart. Classical signs, keeping it simple here. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths. Lift through the chest. You can always bring the hands to the thigh. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Vinyasa or directly to down dog, your choice. Moving with your breath. There is no benefit for going fast through these. Inhale to step the left foot forward, lunge. Open up to the torso, maybe the arms reach the sky, maybe hands are resting on that left leg. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Drawing into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep this flowing. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat. Step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Going at your own pace, re-extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Open it up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the ground and just pause. Pausing for a moment, just feeling. Inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. This time, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up through the heart, sit a little bit deeper, let your legs start to fire up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. B series here. Inhale, press the hands into the earth, step or float back, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Slow and controlled float that left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot through. Warrior one. Back heel roots down. Inhale, rise up. Find your breath here, fluid and strong. All the way down into the hips, the belly. All the way up into the heart. Fills for space. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga, you can always skip these. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, slow and controlled, step that right foot through. Warrior one. Rising up. Lift through the heart. Connecting to your breath. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, plank. Your choice, vinyasa or directly to down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Or a few breaths, rather. Just noticing how your body shifted as we've moved deeper into our practice. Maybe you've got some shaking. Maybe you feel a little bit warmer. Deep breath in here. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to flow once through that B series. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, chair. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog with your inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg extends up. Exhale, step left foot through, warrior one. Full breath to rise. Exhale, hands to mat. Step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg extends up. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Good tinder. Deep breath in here. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, come all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Take hold of your prop. Place it in between the thighs. Check out your feet. Make sure the inner edges of the feet are parallel. Big toes pointing forward. If you've got this good alignment. Root down through the feet. Inhale, extend the arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, reach tall. Exhale, tuck the tailbone slightly. Reach up and over to the right. Hips shift to the left. Breathe into both side bodies. Exhale, release the right arm either to the hip or start moving that arm further down the leg. You doing okay, T-Bear? Yeah. Inhale, fire up the legs, squeeze your prop, come all the way back up. Switching sides. Reach tall. Exhale, hips shift to the right, torso to the left. Breathing here. Exhale, left hand releases onto hip or down the side of the leg. Keep extending through both side bodies. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to hips. So you have two options here. Option one is that your thumbs point in towards the spine, hands clasp around that hip bone. Option two is point the fingertips down towards your butt. The palms of your hands press into that, a little bit lower than the small of your low back. Slight squeeze around that prop. Inhale, lift up to the chest. Exhale, draw shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Press the hands down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, start to lean back. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the chest so you're coming up out of the low back. Breathe into the belly and the chest. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, fire up through the legs. Come all the way back upright. Re-extend the arms. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Fire up through the legs. Lift through the heart. You can also bend the elbows. You can also reach the arms back behind you. Lift through the chest, 2 more breaths. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Release your prop, set it aside. We'll need it again shortly. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant your hand on the mat. This time, step back to plank pose. Hold here. Core is strong, supporting you. Feel that abdominal engagement. Knees can always come down for support. 2 more breaths. Exhale, knees can come down for support. Lower all the way down to the belly. All right. Scooch the legs back a little bit. Inhale into low cobra. So hands stay next to your chest. Peel the chest and head up off of the mat. Hug shoulder blades and elbows towards spine. Lift from the heart. Breathe into the chest. Exhale, lower down. Turn your head to one side, take a few breaths here. Hands next to chest. Inhale. Low cobra again. Peel chest and head up. This time, float the hands away from the mat. Come into Salabhasana. Reach the arms back behind you. Lift up through the legs. Torso is breathing strong here. Muscles in the back body are lifting. Yeah, good girl. 2 more breaths. Lift to the heart. Engage to the back body. Exhale, lower down. Hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes under. Option to press up through all fours or press up through plank, chaturanga, all the way back to downward facing dog. We'll all meet up in your down dog. Well, in our down dog. Can't be in yours. Be very weird and awkward. All right. Keep pressing down to the hands. Inhale, slowly float that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up through the hip. Should feel pretty good here. Creating some space around the joint, maybe even the side body, maybe the quad. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step left foot through. Keep your back heel lifted. Now this right knee can come down if you need some support. It's not cheating, it's just an option. Float the arms back behind you, hover above this left thigh. Engage to the back body. Inhale, rise up, arms wrap around. Crescent lunge. You can always exhale out the mouth. Keep lifting to the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift more through the heart. Coming into Lance Dodger, right hand behind your head, left arm behind low back. Press the hand down, start to lift and open through the chest. So you're not pressing into the low back, but guiding the low back further away from the chest. Inhale, torso comes back upright. Re-extend both arms. Exhale into a twist. Either hooking that right elbow over the left thigh or bringing the right hand to the inside of the leg, but twisting to the left. Use your exhale to go deeper without torquing. Keep that breath strong. 2 more. Inhale, unwind. Place your hands back onto the mat. Step to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground. Take that awesome prop. If you're using a block, do not do this. You'll just come onto your belly. If you're using anything round, you can use it. On your exhale, lower down over that prop and hang out here. Might feel kind of uncomfortable. That's what it's supposed to be while you start out. Coming into a cobra pose. So if you are not laying on a prop, you're going to do a basic cobra. If you are laying on a prop, inhale, lift up to the chest. This is going to be a low cobra, so hands are pressing into the ground, more like Sphinx Pose. Pull the torso into that prop. Reach back to the legs. So you're actually lengthening out the back body here. Breathing into the chest. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, pull forward as you lower down over the prop or just down to your belly. Turn your head to the other side. Take a few deep breaths into the low back. Inhale, press up to hands and knees. Remove your prop if you have it there. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend that right knee, open up. Keep rooting down equally through your hands. Inhale, float that right leg back up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot through. Back heel stays lifted, fire up the legs. Inhale, reach the arms back behind you, hover above this right quad. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms extend to the sky. Taking a few breaths here in crescent lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift through the chest. Exhale, left hand behind the head, Lance Dodger, right arm behind the low back. Press down, start to lift up and open more through the heart. Long, fluid breaths here. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale into your spinal twist, either left hand down or left elbow hooks over the right thigh. Use that exhale to draw your way deeper into the twist without creating torsion. Inhale, unwind. Step back to plank pose. Knees can come down for support. Exhale all the way down to the belly. All right. Arms out like goalposts. Moving into shoulder shrugs in cobra. Inhale, peel the chest, head, arms and legs up. Lift through the heart a little bit more. Take a deep breath into the back body. Exhale, hug shoulders. Shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Hold down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug shoulders. Shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Hold down. One more here. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug shoulders. Shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Hold down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, release. Turn your head to one side. Maybe even placing the back of your hand on the low back. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, hands next to your chest. Exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Press down to the hands, reach up to that left leg. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step left foot through. Warrior 2, back heel roots. Inhale, rise up. Just take a moment here, feeling into your warrior. Arms parallel to the ground. Feet active. This really protects the knee joints and the hip joints by spreading the toes, either lifting them away or pressing them into the earth. Archer, warrior 2. Extend that left arm to the sky. Bring the right hand to that left elbow. This can be where you stay. Or wrap that right arm behind your back. Clasping hands, grabbing clothing, or if you have a yoga strap or belt, you can use that. Find your breath. Soften the shoulders. Notice if you're pressing the belly out, draw it in. Coming into a reverse warrior, you can keep your arms as they are and simply lean to the right, or extend the arm out. Exhale into a full-fledged reverse warrior. Come a little bit deeper into your lunge. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, come back up, warrior 2, into extended warrior with a heart opener. So left forearm to the thigh. You can also reach the left hand to the ground if you prefer. Right hand reaches straight up to the sky and back behind you. Draw the right shoulder blade on the back. Lift through the chest. Breathe into the heart. Option to stay here or come into that bind for the last few breaths. Lifting even more to the chest. 3 more breaths. Inhale, unwind. Step back to plank pose. From here, knees come down to the ground. Place that prop under your belly. Once again, lower on down over your roll, or just lower onto your belly if you're not using the prop. Get it right in that soft part of the belly where it feels uncomfortable. That's the right place for it to be. All right, come up onto the forearms. So regardless of where you are, you can prop up into Sphinx Pose. On your exhale, bend the left knee. Reach back with the left hand to find the left foot. Okay, start to kick the foot into your hands. Lift up even more through the chest. Draw the heart forward. You can do this whether you're on the belly or on the roll. You're going to be up a lot higher if you're on the roll than if you're directly on the belly. Breathing into the chest, you may want to switch the clasp of the hands so you're opening more to the shoulder. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the foot. Lay down onto your belly or over that roll. Second side. Come up onto the forearms. Bend the right knee. Reach around with the right hand. Grab hold of the foot. Start to kick the foot into your hand. Maybe lift up off of that elbow. Drawing the chest forward. Breathing into the heart. Keep pressing back through that right knee. The right foot lifting through the heart. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the foot. Lay it all the way over the roll. Hands next to the chest. Press up to all fours. Remove that prop. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly extend that right leg to the sky. Exhale, step right foot through without momentum. Warrior 2. Slow, controlled, rise up. Archer, warrior 2. Right arm reaches to the sky. Bend the right elbow, bring the left hand to the elbow. This can be where you stay, or take the left arm, wrap it behind the back. Grab clothing, clasp hands, or maybe a prop here. Tuck tailbone so you're not sticking the belly out. Soften through the shoulders. Find that breath. Notice if you're clasping or gripping around some of these areas, stay open. Reverse warrior. You can keep the arms as they are, or unwind here, reach that right arm up and back, left hand to the hip. Keep breathing into this right side body. Reach through that right hand, come back up, warrior 2, into extended warrior with a heart opener. Right forearm to the thigh or right hand to the ground. Left arm reaches up to the sky, peel open through the chest. Head hangs heavy. Really breathe into the chest here, lifting through the heart. Option to stay exactly as you are or come into that bind. Bring the right hand down, Clasp hands behind that right thigh. Wherever you are, open a little more through the heart. Feel that left shoulder blade back. Inhale, release. Hands come down to the mat, step back, plank pose. Knees can come down for support. Exhale all the way to the belly. Boat, grabbing sit bones. Reach back, grab your butt. On your inhale, peel the chest, head, and legs up. Grabbing your butt, draw the cheeks in closer to your spine. Use that as leverage to lift up more through the chest. Shoulder blades hug, elbows hug, all towards one another on the back body. Breathe into the belly, 3 more breaths here. You can always stay longer if you're loving a pose. Exhale, lower down. Turn your head to one side, take a few breaths. Just feeling the ground hold you, the earth support you. I don't want to get up. All right, let's get up. Hands next to the chest. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Lift your way up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends up. Without momentum, step that left foot through. This time, keep the right hand on the ground coming into a spinal twist. Inhale, left arm opens up. If there's a deeper twist, like if you want to bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg, you're welcome to take that. You can also take a bind if you're feeling extra twisty today. You can always bring this left hand to the hip or around the back as well. 3 more breaths here. Really expand into the heart. Maybe walk this right hand back a little bit further. Lift up even more through the chest so it's even more of a heart opener. Exhale, lower down. Lower the right knee down. Add some padding under that right knee. So I like to flip over the mat. If you need more, you can always place it on a pillow, blanket. Hopefully you have one of those around you in your house. All right, hands onto the left thigh. Inch that left foot forward. Shift the hips forward. Now this can be where you stay. Hips shifting forward, heart lifting. Don't collapse forward. You're still in a heart opener. So shoulder blades pull back, chest lifts up. Option to extend the right arm up to the sky. Option to clasp the hands behind the head. Come into this brain cradling. Elbows hug together. Lift up even more through the heart. Keep pressing down strongly through both legs. Inhale, bring the torso back upright. Release the hands. Coming into a lunge back bend, you have a few options. Option 1 is the hands stay here, shoulder blades come back. Option 2, hands onto hips. Lift up more through the heart. Same thing we did in that standing back bend. Elbows hug towards one another. Other option is bend this back knee, the right knee. Reach back, find the foot with one or both hands if it's available. Start to kick the foot into the hands. Lift up through the chest. 5 more breaths wherever you are. Lengthen out the breath. Release. Hands down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Directly to down dog or move to that vinyasa. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Resist the temptation to come into child pose. I promise I'll give you one at the end. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, without momentum, step right foot through. Left hand stays on the ground. Come into that heart opening twist. Inhale, right arm floats to the sky. Once again, if there's a deeper or different twist you prefer, take that instead. Breathe into the chest and belly. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Add some padding. Lower that left knee down. Part one. Walk that right foot forward. This is basic lunge with a heart opener. Hands can be on the right thigh. Maybe one or both arms extend to the sky. Final option here is that brain cradling. Hands at the base of the skull, elbows hug together. Lift to the chest and belly. Breathe into the front body. Stay with the breath, stay present even as your mind wanders. Inhale, bring the torso back upright, lunge back bend. Option one, hands on the thigh, lift through the chest. Option two, hands on the hips, lift through the chest. Option three, bend this back knee. Grab hold of the foot with one or both hands. Start to kick the foot into your hands, lift more through the chest. 5 breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale, release. Step your way back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga all the way to the belly. Option to come onto the roll if you want. Totally optional in this version. All right. Full bow. Reach back. If this is too much, take any of the belly back bends we've taken so far. If you're working with full bow, bend both knees. Reach back, find the feet. Kick the feet into your hands. Lift up in the bow. 5 breaths here. Either on that roll or on the ground. And then release. Slowly lower your way down. 5 more breaths on the earth. Inhale, press up, hands and knees. Set your prop aside. Exhale, all the way back to downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground. Take a seat and come all the way onto your back. If you are loving back bends and want to do a few more, you're welcome to do so. And just catch up with us whenever you're done. Everyone else, hug your knees into your chest. This reclined happy baby pose. You rock it side to side, or this reclined child's pose rather. Option to turn it into happy baby, grabbing hold of the big toes. Back release, exhale. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. This is a lot for you. Keep the right foot on the ground and just press the legs away. That lengthens that low back. Or hug the right knee into the chest. Press the left knee away. So you're getting a hip stretch here. But to add that back release pose, reach the sit bones to the ground. So you feel your spine elongate. Release, switch sides, and with your breath. Once again, reaching sit bones to the ground. Head should be on the earth. If it's lifting up, place a pillow or a prop under your head. Breathe specifically into the low back. Release. From here, move into any final movement or pose of choice, taking about 5 to 10 breaths to complete your practice. Could be a final spinal twist or Supta Baddha Konasana. If your low back is bothering you, you can set your hips up onto a block or legs up the wall. You can also work with shoulder stand if that's part of your practice. As you do feel ready, make your way into your version of Shavasana. So a few options here. You can lay on your back, legs straight. You can lay with a Supta Baddha Konasana. You can also lay with your knees touching. That's really cathartic to the low back. You can also lay with your legs up the wall or your hips propped up on your prop, legs extending upward like so. If none of that feels or sounds appealing, you can always lay on your side. You're okay. Thank you. Or come to a seated position. So, setting yourself up here. Close your eyes. Let the breath soften. Let the body be heavy wherever you are. And simply surrendering, choosing to just be rather than do for these last few moments of class. to deepen your breath, bringing movements back into your body. If you would like a longer Shavasana, feel free to stay. Otherwise, roll over onto one side and slowly press your way up to a seat. Inhale, float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just take a moment to hold yourself, your heart, your intuition, your core. Taking a moment of reverence for this part of us, these parts of us. Namaste.